Hey, what's going on guys? My name's Erupt and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. And in today's video I'm going to be doing a video that was requested by my friend Reflex, and it's my best Warlock character setup. So check this out and hopefully you like it. This is just in my opinion. I will show you some ways that you can implement this into a PvP and a PvE type of character so you can get that perfect balance for whatever type of player you are. So without further ado, let's look at my first thing. This is of course going to be for the Voidwalker, because this is what most people use instead of the Sun Singer, because people like to use the Voidwalker a lot more, obviously, because it's kind of annoying to change over halfway through because you've put so much effort into your first class. So let's look at what I've got on the Voidwalker. On the Voidwalker, straight up, I have the Vortex Grenade, a grenade that creates a vortex which continually damages enemies trapped inside. Now the reason this is good for PvE is because you can throw it into a large group of enemies that are really annoying you, and you can damage them and take them out really quickly, and you can continually damage them rather than just, you know, getting a quick little explosion and taking one or two out. You can continually damage them if they're captured in this vortex. So that's a real cool grenade to have. I prefer it over both of these grenades, the action bolt and the scatter grenade. I just don't find them suitable for anything, and the vortex grenade actually suits well also with the PvP style of play, because a lot of tight corners work well with this grenade, because if you throw this grenade into a tight corner, all you really have to do is just trap the enemy in, throw your grenade in, and then run at them with a melee, and you've got yourselves an easy kill. So let's look at what we've got for the jump. Now I've got glide here, and with glide, instead of the double jump, I have gone with the focused control. Upgrade glide for better directional control while in the air. Now the reason I've gone for this rather than the double jump is because I find that this is a better way to jump bigger gaps. I find that the double jump, or the blink as they call it in this, is better for PvP because it's easier just to get onto higher ledges in a much quicker time, and it gets you out of the air pretty quickly. Like, you get to the ground really quickly, I find, with this, but then I find with the focused control and the glide, then it takes more of it takes more time to get to the ground, because obviously you're hovering and flying. So yeah, that's the reason for my going for glide. I find it better for PvE because you can glide and obviously get to ledges quicker, and you can do like there's the one against Sepix Prime, I believe, where you, or no, sorry, one of the Vex mines, where you jump off and you basically break your legs if you don't use the glide. I'm sure you can use double jump, but I just prefer to glide onto things. It looks a lot cooler and feels a lot smoother, but obviously if you're a PvP player, then I recommend going for blink, so you can get the teleportation and the movement really quickly, and all in all just get a better flow to your game. Now for the Nova Bomb, what I've gone for here is I've gone for the Vortex. The Nova Bomb creates a vortex which continually damages enemies trapped inside. Now the reason I've gone for this, as I've said with the Vortex Grenade, is the fact that it can continually take the life of other enemies if they're trapped inside the radius or splash damage of the Nova Bomb grenade. So once again guys, this is aimed at PvE and PvP players, because it gives you that advantage to not only trap more players inside the grenade, but also it can continually do damage rather than just get a little splash damage and a little explosion, maybe getting you one kill, but this can get a big group of players off a flag, and you can throw it onto the flag and help your team out. Now let's take a look at my melee. So what I've got is the energy drain, and of course on top of my energy drain I've got Soul Rip. Killing an enemy with energy drain reduces the cooldown of Nova Bomb. So what this does in PvE is once you've attacked an enemy with your melee, then it'll hit them really hard and obviously suck the life out of them, giving your character a massive boost in health really quickly and straight to the point, and just giving your character that overall revive or refreshment of health that you need in situations that you can get in some strike missions. Obviously you're going to be getting swarmed by all the mobs, so obviously what you're going to need to do is get that health back really quickly, so that's why the Soul Rip comes in handy here. So now let's take a look at my extra perks. In my extra perk I've got the Arcane Spirit training focused on battle recovery and toughness. So if you're a PvP player and a PvE player, then armor is always a good thing to have, because you can obviously absorb some of these new OP weapons that are emerging all over the game. So with this, obviously it's going to boost your armor so you can absorb more damage, and this is especially good for PvE when you're kind of in a bad fire team and your team are just letting you take the hits. So this is really good to absorb some of the damage from some of the stronger enemies that you could be facing. So yeah, this is why I recommend going with that for both PvP and PvE players. So now if you take a look at Annihilate, what this does, increases the size of explosions created by Nova Bomb and grenades. So rather than just have like 1 times bigger grenade. In this, it gives you triple or double the size of what you would normally have the grenade. So that's really cool to have not only a big grenade that continually damages people that are inside it, but it also takes the life out, and it's got a bigger radius ×2 with Annihilate. So that's just an epic grenade to have, and obviously once again this is for PvP and PvE players because it can capture all your enemies in and just ultimately destroy them. So let's look at Divine Order. Divine Order, trained and focused on toughness at all costs. So as I mentioned earlier, I like to focus my character on armor and absorbing damage as much as I possibly can. So that's why I've gone for Divine Order, trained and focused on toughness at all costs, as I've said. So yeah, what this allows you to do, if you can take more damage, then Nova Bombs and stuff like that they can replenish a lot quicker. Now let's look at Embrace the Void. Damaging enemies with Nova Bomb or any grenade triggers the energy drain effect. So what this does, just like Soul Rip, is once you're hitting an enemy in PvE with the grenade, it's giving your character health back ultimately. So that's really all I can give you with the Voidwalker, and I will be doing a Sun Singer. I have actually got this pretty well upgraded, not all the way that I can give you a proper detailed Warlock best class setup for you guys, but I hope you've enjoyed my my best class setup for the Voidwalker. Tell me if you want to see the Sun Singer. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this on your social media if you've enjoyed and want to see any more Destiny tips, tricks, updates and news in the community. My name has been Erupt, and have a great